Good morning, dear students. Now, today we will start with chapter 6, Thermodynamics. So, thermodynamics is a very important chapter and even it is a long unit, right? Again, this chapter is based on both the topics, that is theoretical topics and numerical. Numerical, we will have variety of numericals to calculate in this chapter and many different terms to undergo in this chapter. You will have to take care of different terms here. You will have to go through different definitions here. Some definitions are not even asked in exams, but we are in need to keep in our consideration for the further concepts understanding throughout the 11th as well as in 12th standard, right? So basically, if we say then thermodynamics, so if you are introducing this word, then what is thermodynamics? Thermodynamic means, thermo means heat related to the temperature and dynamics means changes, right? So basically we say then thermodynamic is a study of enthalpy. Enthalpy, what does it mean? It means heat changes or energy changes from one form to another, right? Don't be much more worried about enthalpy at present. In the commencing part of the chapter, we will still learn more thing about it. Here, mostly transformation of chemical energy to heat energy is considered. Why I have analyzed and given this modification, that here we are just thinking of chemical energy and heat energy, because if we consider energy, then energy are of different types: heat energy, light energy, sound energy. If we consider electrons motion, then translational energy, rotational energy, energy due to position, potential energy due to movement, kinetic energy. So different energy exist, but here we will be need to understand the transformation of chemical energy to heat energy. So whenever chemical reaction takes place and energy liberates, then it is in the form of heat, right? Till these days we are familiar about this heat energy. If the reaction takes place in presence of atmosphere, right, that means if they burns in presence of oxygen, or if it is burning with the help of fossil fuel, whatever it is, right, but it is liberating heat energy. So now, thermodynamics and the concepts and the terms which we are going to overcome in our thermodynamics chapter. So first of all, universe. So we know what is universe: sun, moon, planets, galaxies, right? This is all about the universe. Now why we are learning here? Because we are there to modify our universe in system and surrounding. So universe consists of two major concepts for our study of thermodynamics, and this is system and surrounding, right? So now let us see what is system. So first, anything which is under our observation, or we can say what is real, about what we are thinking, about what we are studying, it is termed as system, right? Let us think here that at present we are all in our room, right? And we see around us, or we observe around us, pen, paper, water bottle, television, tube lights, bulbs, mobile, etc. So for us, all of these things are termed as real or under our observation, or we are going to study about it. So that is the system, right? And what is surrounding? So everything excluded of system. Now whatever we are going to observe, whatever real it is for us, whatever we are studying, so apart from that, whatever the thing is present, that are all termed as surrounding. So now when I told that we are in our room, so it may happen that if it is monsoon, then raining outside the room, other family members other than the room in which we are. So all these things are termed as surroundings, right? So basically we are going to learn about system and surrounding in the basic part of the thermodynamics. Now let us see here that this is a room, right? And we can see here a bold line. It is the wall of a room, and inside the room it is filled with gas, and this is the dotted line surrounding the room. It is the surrounding. So what is here? Inside the room is system, outside the room it is surrounding. The separating, we are getting the idea that this is inside and this is outside. We are getting the idea by this bold line, which is the wall of the room. So here wall of the room separates portion within room and outside the room. So what we can say to it? It is a line of separation. So what it is? It is a line of separation. So line of separation which separates system and surrounding is termed as boundary. So one more term for us. A line which separates system and surrounding is termed as boundary. So now boundaries, if we think, then boundaries are basically two types. One is a real boundary and another is imaginary boundary. Here the wall is separating within the room and outside the room. So we can say it is seen, clearly seen, wall of the room. It is real. But somewhere we are not able to see the boundary, then it is imaginary boundary. Now when we talk about real and imaginary, then in real boundary, again it is of two types, right? So real boundary, two types. One is fixed boundary, another is movable boundary or the mobile boundary. So what is fixed boundary? Now here I have taken one beaker in which fixed quantity of water is kept, right? So fixed quantity of water will be system, and outside the water proportion, all this area where water is not there, then it is termed as surrounding. And we can see this, the upper layer exactly of the water, which is the boundary, but it is fixed because the quantity of water remains the fixed here. So boundary here is not going to change because I am not going to add water, I am not taking out the water. So this is the fixed boundary. But here you see, here I have kept the water beaker, and it is kept under the running tap. So in the initial stage, the level of the boundary is this B1. Now water is running from the tap, so after a while I will see that the boundary will be raised, so it is boundary 2. So what happened here? Because of the movable system, the boundary here is moving. So this type of boundary, change in a boundary, so it is movable boundary, right? So real boundaries are two types. What are those? Fixed boundary and movable boundary. Now, depending on system and surrounding, system are classified as homogeneous system and heterogeneous system. So since your younger classes, you are learning these two things, homogeneous and heterogeneous, right? Which is having similar medium throughout, which is having different. So here we will go little fast. What is homogeneous system? A system which is going to have one same phase throughout, in which boundary will be imaginary, is called homogeneous system. Here please pay attention. A system which is going to have one same phase throughout, this it is understood, and it is easy to recall our homogeneous understanding concepts. But one more thing is added, in which boundary will be imaginary, right? So here, why boundary will be imaginary? Because the mixture is having, or the system is having one same phase throughout, you're not able to see the different things in it from top to bottom throughout. It is similar. So the boundary will be imaginary. Let us have an example. A combination of gases in the air on the earth is a system. A combination of gases in the air. That means the air is a combination of many gases exists on this earth. So it is a system. And the things outside the earth, that is the different galaxies, it is surroundings. Now, air has one same phase throughout. Still, troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere are considered, right? And considered that as they are separate. How they are considered? They are considered by the mean of imaginary boundaries. We are not able to see separate boundaries between all the sphere of the atmosphere or of the air. But then also they are termed as different spheres and studied under this different spherical terms. So the boundary among them is termed as imaginary boundary. The next system is the heterogeneous system. A system which is going to have different phase, right, is termed as heterogeneous system, and in which, why heterogeneous? Because we are able to separate the layers in it, what is mixed. How we are able to separate? By the boundary which is real, which is seen by us. So a system which is going to have different phase in which boundary will be real is called heterogeneous system. So here is a simple example I have considered. It is about the oil and water, and oil and water is taken in the beaker. So we can easily see that yes, this is the water proportion, this is the oil, and this is a boundary which is separating both. So here we can make out two different systems. See here, a boundary is seen where oil and water seems separated, right? We are not going to draw the line, but then also we see a boundary which seems that water and oil is separated, and oil and water within beaker is system, and surrounding is outside the beaker. Outside the beaker is termed as surrounding, and inside the beaker, oil and water is the system. In another way, we can also say within the beaker is system, and within the beaker is the system. Beaker itself is a boundary, and outside is the surrounding, right? Now, as we are aware of this homogeneous and heterogeneous system, universe, system and surrounding, but if we think in a general way, then between this system and surrounding always something gets exchanging. Why this takes place? Because the system and surrounding are part of the universe. They themselves are the part of the universe, so they keeps on exchanging everything, something from one to another. And so we can say that system gives something to surrounding every now and then, or we can say surrounding is taking something from the system every now and then. So based on this, systems are of different types by exchanging their own things to the surrounding or by taking from the surrounding. The systems are first open system, closed system and isolated system. So this now we will do in our next video. Thank you.